goodbye woodshed. Well, not the whole woodshed, just the sign. The woodshed shop is still where it's always been and is still going full steam. However, what used to be the retail section of it, I am pivoting away from and renovated the space into a 3-bay golf simulator business. If you want to know the why and the how, then stick around. Over the course of a few videos, I'm going to show you how I brought what I'm calling divots to life. If you've been with me since 2020, then you'll know I bought this steel building that used to be an auction house and spent about 3 months renovating it and the entire property into what I call the woodshed. Jacob and I spent months building walls, putting up siding, painting, making a custom sign, then of course moving in tons of equipment. The back area is set up as a CNC woodworking shop. Then the front was the retail section. I had big plans for this space. However, I bought the building 3 months before the world shut down for the next 2 years. During that time, I focused on getting the shop running, but I also picked up golf. Then, just like many others, I got hooked. So when I started thinking about how to best utilize this space, there were tons of options, but I very quickly decided it was the perfect space to build a few golf bays. People are always asking me, do you ever stop? And in truth, I do have a lot going on. But one way I keep my energy levels up is by drinking a daily shaker of AG1. AG1 makes this so simple. You can get these in not only travel pack size, but also a container with a scoop. AG1 is an all-in-one daily nutritional beverage that can help you improve your health and peak performance. AG1 is a blend of vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients so that it's easy to digest and absorb. Plus, it has all the other good things you like to hear. It's vegan and gluten-free, it's non-GMO, it's free of artificial sweeteners, colors, and flavors. In short, it is a one-stop shop for all your nutritional needs. I've been taking AG1 for a few years now, and I've definitely noticed a difference in my energy levels, my digestion, and my overall well-being. If you're looking for an easy way to improve your health, I highly recommend giving AG1 a try. You can check it out using the link in my description. To start the transition, I first had to do a little demo. The room my mom used to use for her shipping department was moved to the shop area, then it was torn down. Next was to address the ceiling that I never came back to after it was originally spray foamed. For this, I decided to paint it black. Okay, scaffolding. Gonna be painting the ceiling. You got an extension wand in order.
What did you say? Scaffolding?
Is that not the right word? What did I say?
I think you said some kind of fish or something.
Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Yes, y'all do. So I'm using scaffolding in order to paint the ceiling. 2 years ago, I got this spray foamed insulation done. Long story short, I need to paint it. I'm gonna paint it black, guys. It's actually really tricky painting this spray foam. It's going down really nicely, but I do have to hit it from like about 4 different angles in order to get 100% coverage. And so I have Craig, who is moving me around on the scaffolding, and then me just spraying it from one direction, then another, and then another. And it's kind of difficult up close to see all the spots that I'm missing. So it's really valuable having a ground person looking up saying, hey, you've missed a spot over here. But this Wagner, it's really easy to control and to cover a lot of ground quickly. But then whenever I get up to a tight spot, it's very easy to control and not do the overspray. So I don't even need, I started off with Cindy having a cardboard in order to cover up the walls, but I found out very quickly that I don't need it. What I'm doing in order to get this job is using the Wagner 170. It's an airless sprayer, and what's different between an airless and an HVLP is an HVLP typically has like one pot full of paint. With an airless, it has a tube, I call it the sucker up tube, and you're able to dump this into a can of paint. I'll eventually get there. And so I actually wanted a 5-gallon, and then you can dump it right into that. However, my local store didn't have it, so I just bought individual gallons instead. And then as soon as one runs out, then I just switch it over, and I keep the excess and then dump it into it whenever it levels out some.
This was a dirty but oddly satisfying job, where at the end I felt like a coal miner's daughter. However, it turned out to be a fun opportunity to make a short Wes Anderson nod.
And that is the first major step done.
Next major step was switching the signs out. This step actually broke my heart a little. Not only do I love the Woodshed logo and sign, it's such an important symbolism in my growth and my journey. However, since the Woodshed no longer needs foot traffic, it only made sense to use this real estate to advertise for the business that requires foot traffic. Thankfully, I am quite fond of the Divots logo as well. Then, a perk of owning a CNC shop is Jacob was very quickly able to turn the logo into 3D for me to paint and for us to hang. I started by popping off the old letters of the Woodshed, painting the background,
Painting's done. Let's put up divots.
then attaching all the new parts to create the message that a golf facility is now moved into the area. In the next video, I start on framing. Stay tuned.